Wendy, you could hear those questions on the street, the airwaves, and around the office water cooler. The state's attorney is in a tough spot when it comes to explaining why Morris was a free man. And here's why.
How, so many people are asking, was a career criminal like Dontae Morris still on the street with a rap sheet 14 pages long, featuring arrests ranging from first-degree attempted murder to carjacking to convictions and 2 prison terms for possession of cocaine with intent to sell?
That's been brought up before, but frankly, we can look at that after the fact. After he's sitting in jail, we can go back and dissect his criminal history and his travels through the judicial system.
State's Attorney Mark Ober declined an interview because if Morris is captured, he'll likely be the prosecutor. But his office did shed some light on the case that a lot of people are asking about. The 2006 case where Morris was found not guilty of first-degree attempted murder.
We were shown the case file showing prosecutors went to court with a victim named James Wright, who wrote a letter to the judge before the trial saying he couldn't identify Morris as the shooter. The prosecutor's notes also show Wright refused to meet with the state's attorney for trial preparation and that he was a bad witness on the stand. Morris was found not guilty, but he didn't stay out of trouble. He was later convicted again for cocaine possession with intent to sell, served 2 years until his release in April. In another case of bad luck for prosecutors, Morris would have gotten a longer sentence for selling drugs near a school if a nearby daycare center had hung a sign outside identifying itself.
I mean, right now, the public is saying, where were the prosecutors? What about these judges? Is it their fault?
No.
John Fitzgibbons is a former state and federal prosecutor in Tampa and says don't blame the prosecutors, blame the system.
It's a broken, collapsed system. We could, if we had enough money, have enough judges, enough prosecutors, enough prisons, and put these guys away. But we don't have the money, and there's not the will to do it anymore. So this is not going to end with Mr. Morris.
And it's not going to end the questions about whether State's Attorney Mark Ober and his prosecutors could have done more to keep Dontae Morris off the street and out of reach of the public and those charged with protecting the public.
What were prosecutors' thoughts when they learned Morris was the suspect in this case? The state's attorney says his thought went right to the problem plague attempted murder trial and the victim, which he claims could have been more helpful. Brendan?